What's up guys, Howdish here, and today, well, spooky season is about to begin in Destiny 2. It doesn't look spooky yet, as of course we're making this ahead of the arrival of Festival of the Lost, although I noticed somebody finally cleaned up this damned cupboard. It'll probably be full of junk again with the arrival of Festival this week. So, we've got the weekly reset preview. We're going to round up everything coming to the game, updates from Bungie, seasonal challenges, new content that we'll get for Festival specifically, plus we'll cover a few of the other rotations and worthwhile things related to Destiny 2 this week. So, as always guys, I sincerely hope that you enjoy the video. If you do, a rating below very much helps me out, but otherwise, now let's get into it. Initially, this week, I'm not certain if we're going to get an update to the game, but just keep in mind there may be a couple of hours of downtime ahead of the reset with Festival of the Lost arriving. Then, for Festival specifically, as Bungie outlined a few days ago, this time around we do actually get a new game mode specifically for the event, which we didn't get in Solstice, so that is technically an upgrade, I suppose. This is going to be a 6-player activity, which is nice, and it's almost an Onslaught-type Horde mode, so it'll be featured in the Altars of Sorrow where we fight Headless Ones and collect treats. That will allow us to purchase upgrades and defenses, very similar to Onslaught, and then, the better we perform, essentially, the more loot we will get. Kind of looking forward to that, to be fair. It'll be nice to have a 6-player activity again. It's been a while since we had one. Actually, of course, we didn't even get one in Heresy, did we? So, yeah, coming up on a year nearly since we last had a 6-player match-made activity, potentially even longer. But Festival will also include new weapons like Gunburn, which is a new kinetic SMG. There'll also be the Hushed Whisper, a strand precision bow, and then Arcane Embrace, which is returning from previous years. That's the Arc Heavy Burst shotgun. All of which have these cool kind of green holofoils that suit these spooky season vibes, I guess. So that's the weapon part. Otherwise, there will be new armor, masks, cosmetics, all of which we typically see with this type of event. But there'll also be a new mechanic where we can use these kind of unique festival mods to apply set bonuses taken from unique sets since Edge of Fate, and then we can apply them to the armor for the event and create new kind of build possibilities. So arguably, a more interesting event overall compared to Solstice. Solstice was very rewarding, so hopefully we'll get a similar level of reward, if not better, including high-tier loot, of course, and then all of that, again, it could be pretty fun. So let me know if you'll be jumping in for Festival this week. If you want more info on the weapon rolls or specifics of the event, I'll link an additional video down below. But, of course, it'll be something to do, so give me your thoughts in the comment section. Next, though, let's get on to weekly challenges as we head into week 14. So, first up, we have Electric Shred to defeat Vex with arc damage in portal activities. There's also Deepest Base to defeat Vex with void damage in portal activities. And finally, Rapid Precision to get rapid precision final blows with bonus progress granted for defeating Guardians and for every defeated target after the second one. Those are the currently listed challenges for the week. It's possible there'll be some additional ones associated with Festival. We'll just have to wait and find out. But we should get those specific challenges nonetheless this reset. Aside from the Festival mode specifically, most of the portal is going to look pretty similar. Keep in mind we did get the power changes last week, and bonus engrams, things like these, will also drop power at the same level as the final rewards from the chest, which basically means you should be targeting activities that have the most bonus rewards in order to make the most power level in progress, which may be worth paying a bit more attention to given that it will not reset in Renegades. In the Crucible, though, this weekend, Trials of Osiris will once again return, so we'll see what we get featured in terms of weapon and map, and let us know if you'll be interested in jumping into that. You'll notice here, I've still got Arms Week pop up on screen. That's how early I'm recording this reset video, as I've just been away for the weekend. Or I will be away from the weekend. I'm time traveling. What on earth am I talking about? Keep in mind this week, we'll get a new featured mission on Kepler, though. If you're at 350 power, the weeklies here will actually drop a tier 5 reward. That will be a singular reward, but it's an early tier 5 compared to most other activities in the game. If you are above 450 power, you may as well use the Loot Cave, where we can just farm away and get tier 5 drops every couple of minutes. So normal stuff on Kepler to keep in mind this week. For legacy content though, now relevant of course are old dungeons and raids because we can farm to our heart's content for chances at the exotics on a weekly basis. So whatever it is, if it's an old raid or dungeon that has an exotic associated with it, those are entirely farmable. And we can say the same for the legendary loot pools in these activities as well, if you fancy jumping back into any of the older content. Our final mention for today, though, is here in the Dreaming City. for the Ascendant Challenge that we'll get this week, which will be Aura Borea, and that can be accessed via Aphelion's Rest right over here in the Strand. So if you need to run that for any reason, or you like the nostalgia, that's where it is, and I'll run a clip at the end of the video showing the exact location for anyone playing catch-up. For today though guys, that is what we have to round up in our weekly reset video. Keep in mind, if you still need to hunt catalysts and things like that, Heliostat has them available. I'm sure there'll be plenty of guides on precisely how you can get them, so you can check that out if you want to. Otherwise, that's it for today. So I'll keep you posted on Festival of the Lost Things throughout the week. We'll see how that pans out tomorrow, as well as any further updates from Bungie. So stay locked and loaded here on the channel. Get subscribed and I'll keep you up to date. If you've enjoyed the video, a rating very much helps us out. But, wow, my axe just didn't want to do the thing. For the moment, regardless, I hope you guys have an awesome day.